Well, hello Libra, how are you doing in the dove? I hope y'all doing lovely and great and not letting nothing bother you, and keep your head up and be strong, because it's hard out in these streets, but we have to, So let's see what's going down this week that you might be dealing with. Take this with a grain of salt. Allegedly what comes out is to help you, not hinder you. What is the situation going down this week? What is the message this week for my good old Libra? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we got enough cards. They got enough. Thank you. Okay. We have the 5 of Swords. There's something going down with it says there's something that's unwise choice. There's a better way that will make you more happier. Avoid people who lack integrity or who have questionable motives. Someone with an S. You need to avoid people that you feel like you can't trust. Somebody with an S. You need to avoid people that you feeling it, and you getting signs and you still doing it. You ain't listening to thyself if something's warning you. There's a Queen of Coins here. Someone generous, practical, gorgeous, but they have the ability to make anything, more beautiful. This person, a love of family and home. Be practical about how you proceed. It's time for you to be practical how you go forward this week. You need to watch what you do this week and how you present yourself, because it's important this week. Be very practical. Also, there's a wish here. It's time for you to, says someone with you, wishes come true. Your dreams become reality. A magical time of life, good fortune, and faith in the universe that will all be well. Somebody wishes will come true. So you just keep going. Your wishes are going to show up for you. We have a 7 of seeds here. Something about 7 seeds, 7 coins here. Seeds well planted, efforts, investments that will be rewarded in the future. The need for patience, a time for resting and planning for the future. Unnecessary worry. Somebody with a G, they do unnecessary, be worrying about stuff that's unfreaking necessary. They just do. Too much time worrying about unnecessary stuff. That's what I'm hearing. It's time to get out of it this week. They don't want you to worry. Something about someone was the 2 of coins. Someone was working hard and too many multiple tasks. A need to balance and have fun into your life. Juggling multiple tasks and need to balance. You need to balance yourself, because you're juggling too many things at one time. You're trying to get them all done. So you feel like you're going backwards and forwards. Something like there's 4 instances that you might feel like you're going backwards and forward this week with a King of Swords. Something about intelligent, brilliant person, receiving good and wise advice. Remain objective. It's time for you to remain objective and, minded with the public speaker. Communicate clearly, how you feel about your relationship and your emotional part of it. Be clear with yourself too. Sometimes we got to be clear on how we feel about our relationships and what we want out of our relationships with people or just with somebody we love. Let's see what's going on in the love interest this week. What can you be dealing with this week in love that you feel like you're going back and forth with love, relationships and things. So what's going on here in the relationship here? Libra, what's going on in this relationship? Okay. See, you needed to pay attention to the red flags. See, there's something causing you to pay attention. There's some red flags here. You need to have heart-to-heart conversation. You need to be honest with your feelings about each other. The true love. This is the romance of a lifetime that's coming. A new love is coming towards you. This person will, is romantic feelings that's coming towards you. And this person is worth waiting for. Divine timing is at hand with this person. Playfulness to reciprocate romance. Allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So you need to go ahead and let yourself explore, and shine on what you want in love. It's not focused on what other people want in love. You got to believe in what you want in love to come towards you. What's going on here? Any messages here we need to tell somebody on this? Something about somebody sold their soul to the underworld. Someone sold their soul to the underworld, allegedly. What's going on with this person that sold your soul? Okay, someone named Trina allegedly sold their soul to the underworld. And they say they want you to stay quiet or they was going to take you out, allegedly. That's what I'm hearing. Someone allegedly, trigger warning, they didn't want you to tell that they sold their soul or something. Somebody's names come out, but that don't mean nothing. This is allegedly. Don't take it personal. See, they faked their death and left town. See, this person faked their death and left town. See, there was a step parent was, is being used, and they were putting magic on this step parent in the past. Somebody had HIV, allegedly, if that is, and if you don't, they was not protecting themselves because they wanted this parent to get HIV, but they don't have it. It's in reverse. Someone named Rachel in the past, allegedly. It says, I am not in love with you anymore. This person is in love with you. They're just saying they ain't. It's in the reverse. Someone watch out for a body bag or something coming soon. In other words, somebody may pass away, allegedly. My condolences, because, and are they going to get 20 years or 30 years in jail? Someone may pass away because they're going to get 20, 30 years in jail, so they need to be careful. Because someone was unwilling to sacrifice for their freedom, so they get in jail time. Somebody was not willing this week to sacrifice, so they unwilling, so they're going to go to jail, allegedly. They didn't want to sacrifice. It says, please don't leave me, baby. I need you forever in my life. Somebody said, please don't leave me. Somebody says, get away from me because you wasn't telling the truth. Somebody wasn't telling the truth. See, unhealthy things was going on in somebody's body. Me not a doctor, mean to go get a checkup, allegedly. Somebody was allegedly your preference gay man in the past, allegedly, and they wasn't telling the truth about it. See, telling a lot of lies about it. They didn't want to tell the truth. They starting to realize they got to tell the truth about their sexuality. It's nothing a shame about being who you are. It says, you're seeing the number 56. Friends show their love in times when trouble and happiness. Your magic is manifesting. Your lover and your true love. Happy anniversary. Somebody saying that was trash, can't talk. Never give up because you're a winner. Just period. Don't give up because other people say you should. Somebody said they thought they was getting a new car off you, but they didn't. It got reversed. A karmic brother in the past, someone named Jessica, allegedly, in a blue truck, allegedly. They hit rock bottom, allegedly, in August. So they may hit rock bottom because, see, something smells bad. The candles are smelling bad because of some spell work that somebody was trying to put on in their candle, or somebody on a black man's spell work on some candles, allegedly. So somebody candle spells bad. It says you will prove to be making silly mistakes today, some of which will, have you, serious trouble. So be careful. Someone from New York in the past, allegedly. Something about why you calling me about all this crazy stuff. They didn't want nobody to see. Somebody says, I'm not sleeping with nobody, and they told a tale. Somebody is Savannah because they have, they need to watch out for sex, diseases and stuff, so make sure you strap up. See, they want this person to get no music contract, but it's coming anyway. They wanted them not to see that. See, a family secret is certain about this family, a secret in the past. There's a secret coming out because there's a snitch made and telling on everybody about this, allegedly. Somebody with an MP, they're going to tell on everybody. They nervous about what they're trying to do with this graveyard magic. Like, share, and subscribe.